Hello. Hello and welcome. I literally just woke up. It is 9:23. This is our previous gist. Um, yeah, man. Man, oh man, does that book quite crazy right now. Had some pretty insightful information come to me over the weekend. I'm kind of hoping to get to test it, like here in the next couple of seconds, get to test it. Because, man, is it worth using. Not nice. It's like any other strategy, it's not 100%. It might not work if I execute it just incorrectly, but it will, my hope, in my eyes, speed things up and guarantee a little bit more of a success rate. Okay, so we have point control here. This is from session to session. Now we have two low volume nodes. This is what I want to happen. We need price to move away from the point of control, move up back towards it, touch it, fall. Price's current direction is clearly in the downtrend. We have a point of control up here, and it has since moved away. What do I think is going to happen? I think this is our target area. If it does decide to break above the point of control down here from session to session, Boom. Okay. We have a well-defined setup for the past couple of sessions when it comes to the point control and where it's been heading. Now, my question is where to target. And targets are the previous points of control. That's option 1. Option 2 is to use the point control if this one fails. Enter here, let it drop, and then this range, because the previous one, is going to act as a kind of barrier, because if this one decides it's going to fail, that means it's going to try and move even higher to our previous one, which is way up here. It'll go up, hit this, and the thought process is to trade it in the reverse, because the point control is low right now. And the general direction is down. It changing direction tells us, hey, price might actually want to continue higher. And in actuality, that's what it looks like it did here. Because it was supposed to come up, touch this, and continue lower. Well, it continued beyond it. Beyond, came down, went below, went beyond. So, looking at this now at market open, the way we want to trade this, we need to see price come down. That seems to be our goal at the moment. Best way to see that happen, look for price to go here, stop here, close, and then watch it fall. And then in the reverse, our stop loss would be above these highs, or at least where we think the low volume node is based on this. So it'd be right up here, and the final take profit after hitting this node would be below here. Where's this on the opposite side? Actually, no, I'm wrong, because of the way he described it. Our stop loss would be above these highs, but our final take profit would be right here. If it does continue, we'll stop right about here, this level. If it continues beyond that, then we know price doesn't matter, or doesn't care about either of these. We can assume it's going up to this point control over here. So, my strategy beforehand enlisted the bias of direction for market, and then after that, depending on the fair value gap presented, which side to test for failure. For this right here, and this point of control here, right? We did have something. Price moved away, presented a fair value gap in the down direction, aligning with market. From here, we should be testing highs to get, should be testing highs. This one failed and continued up higher, which gave us reason to say, okay, price is going to go higher, right? We could have entered here. Could have. Should have. But having been presented this new information to better refine my strategy with, it's difficult to cross. Because the new information suggests that we wait for a point of control, a previous point of control to get hit, reverse, hit, reversed, hits the same area, and then continues down, back towards POC 1. Okay? That's what that new stuff said. My strategy takes into account the current point of control and says, okay, if this fails, it's because these lows had been hit twice, which makes the most sense. Why? Because, to me, our goal is to make the most from very little. In order to do that, we have to be trading where institutions would be trading. In order to do that, we have to look at the point of control and assume, okay, this is where all of everybody's trading, including the big guys. And the only way to trade with them is by noting what market's doing before they traded to make this huge spike occur. We had a retest of the low in the direction of the overarching trend after fair value gap had been presented, after it had moved away from point of control, which means we could have and should have entered right here. This could have been our entrance, and we could have seen price continue way up high. Why didn't we? We entered late. We came online. We decided to start recording late. Just woke up, and market had decided to open. No biggie, not a problem. So what's my backup strategy? What's the move now that this has occurred? Well, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna enter today's market, knowing that the direction's already been decided, and we're looking for retests. Retests because right now this is a massive fair value gap. I'm trying to see where and if price is going to move down, come back up, mess with this, and then fall. If it decides to do that, then my entry's up here and my stop loss is down here, and it works. At least for when my strategy fails. It sounds like the same strategy, but in actuality it's the inverse. Because the point of control failed here. Beforehand, it was supposed to come down, test, and move higher, which is exactly what it did, but instead it continued lower. So we needed to see the low tested one time for it to continue higher. Okay, there's the bridge. There is the bridge. It's for when it's failed, the point of control's failed, that the logic needs to flip. On the move down, when this point of control is moved past, we're no longer looking for the highs because the point of control is up high, and it failed the point of control. It's supposed to test it, bounce off of it. It not doing that creates a problem. So we now have to flip the logic, test the lows, wait for the second low to get tested, enter, and then ride the lightning. That's how that works. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how that works. The flip side of that is for when the point of control doesn't fail, and we do see it bounce off the point of control. Say this right here between these lows of the point of control, and it's just touched it. First test up, second test, enter. Because the point of control is here, right? We can say, okay, because this low's touched it, we can enter and assume it'll continue higher based on the previous point of control's direction. From the current, making things a little bit more smoother when it comes to entering a trade. Definitely am going to be doing this next time, just to see if I can get that to work. We haven't heard about it yet after a failed point of control. The logic in the move down was for it to test the low, or test the highs, and then continue lower. But now we're looking for the flip side of that, for the lows. So right now, you'd be looking at the lows on the move up past this fair value gap, because we need to see it move higher. But there's a problem. You see, because we're looking at price moving beyond this, we need to be looking at the highs to fail, so we can see it move lower. Although I'm starting to potentially see Revlin. Potential problem. Because that's a low volume move. We don't need that. We're not consolidating, but price has swished down, making it easy for it to just rip up past POC2, POC3. Eventually, we'll have to move on to the next available session. Look out for a POC4, 5, maybe even 6, because it's just ripping now. We could still choose not to trade. I'm inclined to do so because we've been here so late, but at the same time, I want to see if there's news that's about to be presented, because that could easily change what we're doing. Yep, 10 a.m. So, yeah, we have news. It is soon that news is going to be coming out. So, huh. The direction's up. That's good. It's created a high here. If it continues lower or wants to continue lower, that candle that's currently open is going to close below it. It will sweat past that, and we'll see it continue back down towards the point of control here. Gosh. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wait for that setup to make its presence known. I'm gonna pause the video now and be right back. Yeah, I've been for 30 minutes, so I'm just looking for it, waiting for it, seeing for it type of gist. BRB. So here we are, 10:30. Our setup didn't present itself. Setup was fairly simple, but fairly thought out. We did enter late when we could have entered down here. Made another mistake right here, it seems. I'm gonna figure this out. Because here's the gist, right? We've had every opportunity to enter. A high and a low. Why didn't we? For the dumbest of reasons, I must say. It's because we entered lane on the first one. On the second one, we watched move up. We watched it touch the area we needed. This right here. This whole area was a volume node. I think. No? What was this? This was the hour. Man, is it taking forever. That is the longest it's ever lagged. Crazy. We watched a high get made. It touched an area and decided to continue downward. As a result of that, it happened. It happened and we didn't enter. There wasn't a retest that we could have hopped in on except for the very beginning. For my strategy, I had to learn that the logic needs to be flipped when the point of control fails. Trade against it. Against trend, specifically. It's best not to jump onto a moving train. Better to run alongside it. Get to top speed. You pick your target. This train was moving entirely too fast, and as a result, we could not enter. This app is completely bugged. It's not letting me do anything. I can't even. I'm right clicking to refresh the chart. It's not doing it. So, on top of a buggy app, we could take a trade today. And that's completely fine. I'm okay with not taking a trade so long as I'm making money later on. That being the case, that was this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, whole 9 yards. I was looking forward to taking a trade today, and there was a decent move to be made, but the end result was not in our favor. Let's check out what news had to say, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, news did hit. 52.4, 51.7. Regular forecast good for currency. It was green, so it went up. Big ooh. Big ooh. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace out. Or I should say chicken grease, sorry.